What is up, everybody? It's time for some Oloro Suicide Squad. Hope you're ready. Let's get these command zones all set up for you. We're going to play first. Oh, we got some Noyan. Okay, man. I was actually thinking about building him, so I'm excited for this game already, man. This should be pretty cool. As far as opening hand goes, yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. I'd like a little more action in our hand, but we've got a nice little sack outlet of we have a sack outlet and a... Oh, what's going on? Alright. Hang in there, guys. We're going to figure out... Oh, there we go. Return to game. Okay, there we go. Got it figured out, man. I was like, what just happened? Okay, so we'll cover what our commanders do in just a second. Let's go ahead and get down. Let's go ahead and get down the catacombs. We'll go and pass the turn. Man, there we go. Get screens popping up everywhere. And let's go and crack this. I'll cover what our commander does in just a second. Let's go and crack this catacombs real quick. Let's get into a let's get into a watery grave. Dross Hopper. Okay, let's go and get into let's get this flooded strand down. Let's go and crack it. Get into Dross Hopper, and then I'll explain what our opponent does. We need to get into a white source. We're good on blue right now, so let's grab a scrub land and go get down Dross Hopper. Alright, so playing against the Blue-White Merfolk ally. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may put 3+1 counters on target land you control. If you do, that land becomes a 0/0 elemental creature with haste that's still a land. So basically, just whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, turn your lands into 3/3 creatures. Pretty cool. Let's go and swing in for 2 right now. I'm sure our opponent is just... what is Drosshopper doing out here, man? He deserves to be in a trade binder. Not a trade binder. In a box full of draft fodder. What's he doing out here? Let's go and get into yeah, let's go and get into some let's get into our sack outlet in the husk. Okay. We're playing Oloro. At the beginning of our upkeep, we gain 2 life. Whenever you gain life, you may pay 1, and if you do, you may draw a card. Yeah, if you may be wondering why Oloro is the commander in this one. This is let's get down Esper Panorama. Let's go and swing in for 4 right now. Drop down to 34. Let's go and get down Falcon Wrath. Yeah, this is Esper Aristocrats. Also, on a side note, guys, I do have the list up on MTGOTraders.com, so if you'd like to be a Blood Artist Trigger, head over there. But yeah, this is Esper Aristocrats on this one. This is I wanted to build a dedicated Aristocrats type deck with Blood Artists and Falcon Wrath, stuff like that, those type of effects, and a sack outlet. And as I was looking around, I don't know. I wanted to go Esper because you have access to milling in like Glimpse the Unthinkable. You have all the black-white mass recursion out of the graveyard stuff. Just wanted to go that route. But right now, actually, I'm going beat sticks pretty good right now. So we're gonna swing in for 6, drop them down to 28. Let's go ahead and get down the Sanctum. Let's go and get down the Astronaut's Altar. Okay. But yeah, it's mainly in here just to, Alora's in here just to give us an edge against some of the aggro decks, because that 2 life a turn really does matter. And plus, once we get them down, because we just want to draw cards and get into either some tutors so we can tutor up our win condition, whether it's Immortal Servitude, or Rally to Ancestors, or Living Death. We're basically looking to set up a big, like, graveyard recursion. And so Oloro's at 6. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have 6 off the Sunken Ruins. So we can actually get down to Oloro next turn if we want to. Alright, so we got the commander up and running. I think it's Noyan? I think Noyan Dar. Noyan. What's up, Merfolk, dude? He looks like he'd be a fun person to hang out with. Carrion Feeder. Man, we're getting all these sack outlets. Okay. Let's get down Sunken Ruins. We have flying with the Falcon Wrath, so we're going to go and swing in for 2 right now. Coming in hot for 2, dropping down to 26. And let's go ahead and get down Oloro. We could flash bag and get his commander. That'd be a perfectly viable option. He might scoop. That's what I'm concerned about, and I kind of like the board state that we've got going on right now. It's Magic Online, guys. I know what I'm saying makes sense to me. Like it's 100% is what it is. Um, the correct play would probably be to flashback right there. But we're gonna go and get down to Laurel right now. Yeah, it's one of those. I'm recording early in the morning right now, so usually people they're getting ready for work, and so they don't really if their commander gets put down once like this and he doesn't have enough to get his stuff up and running. I'm not saying he's a quitter or anything like that. It's happened before where if they just now get a commander out and they're already half their life total's gone, and then next turn they're gonna be getting down underneath whatever. Alright, so we're just going to Tragic Arrogance. Okay, for each player you choose among them permanents. Let's go and just cash in some Falcon Red. Let's just cash in some triggers right now. Let's sack the Husk. Let's go and sack the Falcon Wrath. We'll go and sack the Drawstopper. Okay. So we're getting a couple Falcon Wrath triggers right there. Oh, dang it, guys. We could have used Ashnod's Altar to get that mana as a sack outlet. I'm sorry. I'm so used to, when I play these Aristocrat decks, using like Drawstopper or Bloodthorn Vampire. It's just ingrained in my brain. I've played so many matches of these that, well, mainly I play Aristocrats in Modern. So having Ashnod's Altar out there is usually something that I don't have the luxury of having. So, with Tragic Arrogance, so he's going to choose a creature, artifact, enchantment, and then the player sacrifices all other ones. So now we're left with the Oloro by sacking all the other stuff. But we could have sacked him with the Ashnod's Altar. I just simply forgot on that one. Okay, so we're going to gain 2 life, and I'm actually going to go ahead and pay for that one. Draw Temple of Silence. Rise of the Dark Realms. Okay, I like where this is going. We're getting into some quick mana. Okay, that's good. So let's get down Temple of Silence. Grim. Yeah, we can put that on top because we can sack it, draw a card. We'll put that on top. And we do kind of have a win condition, Rise of the Dark Realms. Got a nice little package over there. Okay, yeah, I'm liking this. I'm digging this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get down Fleshbag. So he's going to have to sack that Plains over there. So we're going to get down Fleshbag. He's going to sack the Plains. And then he's going to, yeah, more than likely sack the Plains. And that's going to put him in a weird spot to where... Yeah, see, this is where I was worried about playing this deck. I wasn't too entirely sure. Okay. No, okay, no, I'll give it... I guess... Huh? I'm sorry, I'm a little confused. I think our opponent's making it 6-6, but then protection from white. Oh, so we can't swing in. I guess he's gonna sack the Plains. Sorry, I'm okay. We're gonna sack the Fleshbag. See who he sacks. Okay, so, oh, okay, there we go. Man, I thought he was trying to give his commander protection from like black or something like that. Now that makes a lot of sense. So we can't swing in. Okay, I get it now. Okay, we're good. So let's get down Carrion Feeder. Let's go black right there. We have another sack outlet. We can also sack it to Ashnod's Altar if we want to. But we need a mass graveyard recursion spell for this deck to work, and we do. We have Rise of the Dark Realms. Put all creature cards from all graveyards under the battlefield under your control. So yeah, this will be pretty fun. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 2 more, and we can get that easily off sacking a creature off Ashnod's Altar, even if we got to sacrifice Oloro. Okay, and then we have Grim, what's his name, on top. We're going to go ahead and pay 1. Let's go ahead and do this Temple right here. Let's get into Grim, get into Tygan Scheming. He's got 3 mana up. Let's go and see if we can't stick a Grim real quick. And that way we have the Astronaut's Altar. We can draw a couple cards off that. Because we're just looking to get our Aristocrat count up just a little bit more. You know, he's only at 16 life, really. So let's go ahead and fire this Tie Game Scheming off. And if we can just hit like another Blood Artist type effect, then we can really close it out. No, we don't. Suture Priest. Thirst for Knowledge. Vampiric Tutor. So these are what we're definitely put Merciless Executor in the graveyard, Suture Priest in the graveyard. We don't, well, we can get into some Vampiric Tutor. Let's put Temple, and then Thirst for Knowledge. So that we have Vampiric Tutor on top. Okay. And as far as swinging in right now, he's got 3 mana. I'd rather leave Oloro up, to be perfectly honest. And then plus we can still sack a creature and draw a card off Grim to get into that Vampiric Tutor, even though we don't. The way I tapped, we're left with colorless. Now, but as far as our graveyard recursion, so we can sack Carrion Feeder, we can sack Grim. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're looking at 8 creatures, 1 Blood Artist type effect. There's going to be 2 creatures he's going to have to sacrifice, so that's 10. So we're still 6 away from closing the game out. We can sack Oloro. That's going to be 11. Yeah, we just need to get, if we get into 1 more Blood Artist type effect, then we can, in fact, we can just Vampiric Tutor for that Blood Artist and sack it and get into the graveyard. Now, we do have to worry about, we have to get it to this where he kind of taps out. Because, and yeah, he can swing in for 6 right now, that's okay. Because if we try and stick a Rise of the Dark Realms and he counters it, then we're kind of in a weird spot. We're going to have to get into another win condition. But this is one of those times where I finally get Rise of the Dark Realms and we have enough mana to cast it, and we're playing against the land deck right there, man. That's a bummer. Why couldn't we be playing against like Mimeoplasm or something? That'd be so awesome. Okay, so we've got the Vampiric Tutor. We're going to draw a card. Let's go and draw 1 right there. Get into Vampiric Tutor, get into Urborg. Dang it, I meant to do Vampiric Tutor during our upkeep, sorry guys. But we can still sack like Carrion Feeder and draw a card and get him down. Yeah, let's go and do that. So we're going to go in Vampiric Tutor right now. Well, he's got a full grip of mana right now. Let's see if we can't do Vampiric Tutor on our opponent's turn, and maybe he'll tap out for a counterspell, and then worst comes to worst, we can get like a Rise of the Dark Realms up and running. Yeah, I like that better. I just don't want to fire off a Vampiric Tutor into a full board of mana. Yeah, actually, I like that a little bit better. He's got 6 cards in hand, and I can't really see him being that creature heavy, so I'd rather him tap out for something. And these lands don't have trample, so we're just going to chump block in this next turn, because at 9 damage, you're getting into spots where that's pretty big right there. Okay, so he's going to draw 2 cards and return that land to his hand. Alright, so now that he... Actually, excuse me, 1 second. Sorry about that. A little cough right there. Okay, so we're definitely going to go ahead and fire this Vampiric Tutor off now that he's tapped out. Let's go and get into Blood Artist, because that's all we're going to need to close it out now. So we got Blood Artist on top. If we want to, we can sack the Carrion Feeder to get into it, but yeah, we're okay right now. Okay, so he's got his Mana Crypt trigger. Now, if he wants to swing in, he can swing in for 12, which is really not the end of the world. But as far as mana goes, he's looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's still got a nice bit of mana over there. Okay, so we're getting some Ponder action. Yeah, once we get down Blood Artist, because we're looking at, we have more than enough right there. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's cool, man. Yeah, it is still so bizarre to me that when people like my stuff, like they say, "Hey, man, cool stuff over there," and it's really it feels good just because I don't know how to describe it. It's just being recognized like that is really cool to me. I always appreciate that, and to all the people out there, you're sitting here watching this video. I just it's really cool the positive reception that I've had on a lot of this stuff. It's really neat. All right, so right now he's swinging in for 15. Yeah, we can go ahead and take it right now. Now what we need to watch out for is the. Let's see if he taps out right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to close this out right now. I appreciate him saying that. When you close the chat out, you have a better picture of the board right now. So we're going to be drawing Blood Artist next turn. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana we got to fight through. Let's go and draw a card. Well, let's do Rise of the Dark Realms math through. We'll have enough with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sack a creature 9, 10. We'll just sack another one. Yeah, well, we're going to sack it either way. So we'll go ahead and draw a card off that one. Get into Blood Artist. Mana Crypt. There we go. So let's get down Mana Crypt. He's got 7 cards in hand. Man, do we go for the Rise of the... Let's go and get down Blood Artist right now. Okay. So now, by getting down Blood Artist, we have Blood Artist right now. We also have our second Blood Artist type effect in Falconwrath Noble. So now, if we can just bring everybody back from the graveyard, then we'll have the game. And if he has a counterspell right now on Blood Artist, this is pretty good. Because if we can try and stick a... okay, he does have a counterspell. Hopefully he doesn't get exiled, because we need that Blood Artist to stick. Okay. And let's see, did he cast with Forbid? With buyback. He did cast with buyback. Okay, okay. So now we have to play around that. Okay. Let's see. Now what we can do is, we can get in for Oloro. He can cast a spell, make one of his creatures big. Because if we cast the Rise of the Dark Realms, because it's in the graveyard, so he can cast it right now, and he won't be able to... Well, he can do buyback if he wants to, because he'll have blue right there. Let's see if we can't at least get into another tutor or something like that to fire off this Rise of the Dark Realms. And then we can start just drawing cards with Carrion Feeder. Because eventually we're going to get to spots where we're going to need... we're going to need blockers for those 9/9s over there. And this is also, if we had flashbagged earlier, it would have delayed him. He would have gotten into it. But this has been a nice little game right here. It's basically, man, the way I approach Commander on my channel is I'm sitting here playing Commander with my buddy at the kitchen table. That's exactly how I approach it. I'm here to have fun. Let's see. Carrion Feeder can't block. Coming in for 9 right now. Looking at 18. We got 35 minus 18. We're looking at 17 after that. Yeah, we'll go and take this one. Okay. We still have Ashnod's Altar to start drawing a few more cards. Let's see if we can get into this Oloro life gain trigger. So we got Mana Crypt, Choose Tails, 0 for 1 on our Mana Crypt triggers. We'll go ahead and pay 1 for Oloro. Ooh, Demonic Tutor. Okay, beautiful. Command Tower. Okay. So let's go and get down Command Tower. He's got Forbid with buyback on 2. And let's see. Let's see if we can't stick a... Man, I hate playing around Forbid. I mean, it's a good commander card, solid commander card. It's one of those where it makes it, puts it in a tight spot. So we're looking at 3 right here, and you'll have enough to cast on Gilded Lotus. Let's see if we can't stick a Demonic Tutor. Let's go for it. Right now, we're just seeing if he wants to discard 2 cards, get him in a weird spot to where maybe there's something he doesn't want to discard. Yeah, so we're gonna demonic tutor right now. Okay, he's going for bid. So we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have enough to actually Rise of the Dark Realms after this, depending on how he taps out. Okay, he did do buyback with it. Alright, so we got that coming in hot. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, if we try to go for a Rise of the Dark Realms right now, we're just going to get forbidded, and he can even buy it back by discarding 2 cards. So let's see if he can get into a spot next turn, or maybe where he wants to cast something or do something where he kind of taps out. Because we're probably going to go ahead and block on Grim, and then we'll sack the Carrion Feeder. Well, no, we'll leave the Carrion Feeder up for Ash. No, we're okay on mana. How much mana do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I mean, 11 mana. Yeah, we're okay on that. So coming in hot for 18. I love this is what Commander's about, man. Getting to the spot to where you got a 9/9 planes, 2 of them. Man, just like when Starfield of Nyx gets up and running, you have all the artifacts coming in. I mean, all the enchantments coming in hot, and we've got planes. I love this is Commander to me, man. This is a lot of fun. Okay, so he's coming in for 18, looking at 21. Definitely gonna go and block with Grim. Yeah, because I want to get that extra card draw. So we're looking at 12 right there. Put us down at 4. Then we'll be dead on the back end anyway. No sense in blocking with the Oloro. I'd rather just draw another card. Like, we could sack it. Well, we could sack all of our creatures to get into a few more cards and make him go to the graveyard. Because either way, we're going to have to pay some... Yeah, let's go and do that. Let's go and block on the plains right there. Maybe we get into a couple more creatures. And then let's go ahead and change Oloro to go to the graveyard. So graveyard, not command zone. Let's go ahead and Ashnod's Altar right now on the Carrion Feeder. So we're going to draw a card. And they don't have trample, right? Yeah, no trample. So we're going to draw another card. Get into Sunken Hollow. Sacrifice the Oloro. Get into Frantic Search. Well, hey, that's a little bit of something right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and use this Frantic Search right now. Bygone Bishop. Discard 2 cards. We're going to chunk the Sunken Hollow and the Plains. Untap 3 lands. Go 1, 2, and 3 right there. Let's go and crack this Esper Panorama. Get into Swamp. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we're looking at 3 right there because we, if you're newer to Magic, what happened is that we declared them a blocker and then we sacrificed it, and so basically they don't deal that damage. Now, if they had trample, they would deal that damage. So that's a block that you can make right there, is declaring a creature a blocker and then somehow sacrificing the creature. You still won't take that damage. So just if you're newer to Magic. Okay, so let's go and choose Tails on this one. Lost the flip. Godless Shrine. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. We're staring down a 4 bid right now. Let's maybe our opponent's got this one. Maybe he'll let us fire this Rise of the Dark Realms off for fun. Maybe he wants to see it. Let's go. We've been holding on to it for a while now. So we're looking at, let's get down black right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, that's a snap for bid, right? Oh, reman. Oh, nice, nice, man, nice. Good game, man. I will take a Plains and Darksteel Citadel Death. Yeah, so as far as Rise of the Dark Realms, I'll cover it as our opponent swings in. So as far as if we get Rise of the Dark Realms out, what would have happened is we had a sack out in the husk. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'd had 9 creatures getting out there, 2 sack outlets, and 2 Blood Artist triggers. So I think we had like 10, or we had 9 creatures. Oops. Oh man, I can't see the chat. Hey, buddy, awesome. I'm gonna post this video up, so it was an awesome playing you. So if you see it, cool. Welcome, man. But yeah, we would have had enough to close it out right there because I think we had like 9 creatures. I'm gonna do a little bit of Blood Artist math right now. So I think it was 9 creatures. We had 2 Blood Artist type effects, so 7 times 2. We're looking at 14. So we had 14 Blood Artist triggers. Let's just go 10. So 8 times 2. That would have been 16 Blood Artist triggers. We would have had 2 triggers on the creatures entering the battlefield that would have made him sacrifice 2 creatures. So that would have been plus 2. That would have been 18 Blood Artist triggers. And then whenever we sacked the 2 Blood Artists of Falcon Wrath, that would have been 2 more. So we could have dealt up to 20 damage right there. So yeah, but our opponent had the counter spell. So that was a good game by our opponent. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks guys.